Hello, Smoked Furball. How's it going? Hopefully everything's going pretty well. I am currently struggling with a few ridiculous issues, and I think that it might be that my Streamlabs is completely bought because I've had so many new followers since SP Pillow Talk, and it's not showing up my latest one there. And it is also not showing the source file for the video stream that I am currently basically simulcasting from my phone. And it was working perfectly in the other room. So there's literally no reason that it should be not showing up here. In fact, when I turned off the stream to see if I could figure out what it was that wasn't working, it then appeared. So watch this work perfectly. I'm going to hit stop on here, and it's probably going to pop up in my little back studio thing here. No video encoder is currently running. I should hope not. So we're going to try two things. We're going to try, first of all, restarting the bloody phone. And second of all, go ahead and load up some of the reference images I'll be working from tonight, because I also need to do that. Also, I wonder, is my stream even working properly? Because if Streamlabs is balked, it could mean that this is not working either. Okay, yeah, no, it's showing up here. So there's something going on. Who knows what, and who knows where, and who knows why. My alerts and widgets, all that. See, a couple of weeks ago, when my Streamlabs subscription did not update, it broke everything. And I thought I had it all fixed as of today. So I had everything working in the other room. And of course, now that I actually want to do everything that I already set up, it's not. But I figured it might be, it'd be nice just to sit and chat with everybody. So we're gonna try again here. Do this LAN streaming. We do not need crazy high resolution for this. We do not need audio. We don't even need a particularly high bit rate for this. So let's see. All right, what's the stream URL this time? Let's try changing it here. Open source properties. Copy link address. One b.flv. This should pick it up automatically. It's doing nothing. Oh, this is infuriating. Because my intention for tonight was to let everyone actually watch me sketching on paper. I was very excited about this working. Can I maybe turn that off? Reconnect delay seems fine. Put format. See, all these, if I try else that it prefers. Let's see. Medium latency. Let's see what this one looks like. B.mp4. Because maybe it's just mad for no reason. It's doing something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, boy. Okay. Well, for whatever reason, it's not happy about FLV, but that's okay. The important thing is that you can kind of see my workspace and my ridiculously tiny, tiny part of my tiny desk. This is the edge of my laptop. And this is sat on a drawer. So awesome. Yay, it's working. Let's make this a bit bigger so everyone can look at it. And then I will do my lovely transition. I like it. Okay. And okay, so it appears live chat's working today. That's nice. Does that mean that my overlay is working? No, my overlay is not working. That's fine. Okay, so let's open up on my laptop where you can't see. I had some images to work from, and I just thought it would be fun to open up a brand new pack of pencils. Oh no, I already opened these. That's fine. Good old Ticonderogas. So we're just going to be doodling a bit. I prefer to sketch with a pencil versus doing it digitally. I can speak. So I thought we'd just play around with a few things. First of all, big. The last shot, my actual backdrop. No, I mean you can see I've got my sketchbook sat on a drawer of my desk. It's very tiny, and everything's bound to fall over at any moment. How's it going, Mass? Matter of fact, check out what Island had to do today. If it works. Is it not going to work? Yeah. How cool is that? Check out the Mass Machine himself. It didn't save it as a link for some reason, but I'll figure that out another time. At least you've got your information. So anyway, as most of you who might be viewing know, I got involved in Mass Machine 5000's Discord some months ago, and they've just been the most delightful and amazing people to work with. And I love everyone I've met there. Everyone's so genuine, and the community is really solid. And I love it being there. We're just gonna sketch out a little bit of something quick, just to kind of get in the mood, as it were. Because I don't really know what we're doing here. Maybe this cyborg is kind of having a moment. He's just lost a match in Fortnite. Anyway, hello Sephiroth, how are you, darling? Now, I don't know if anyone can actually see what I'm doing because my lighting is rubbish. I can see it on my phone, but it doesn't look like anyone can actually see the screen. Can I move this at all? Or are we looping? What is going on there? Oh, I see. This video is very laggy. That's from like 10 minutes ago. Okay. Well, we're learning something. We're all learning together. I'm not going to move that again because I can see how laggy this video is. Why is it doing that? This is the right stream URL, isn't it? Yeah, that's from like 10 minutes ago when I was opening the pack of pencils. Oh, that's bad. Hello, Scargonius. How are you, darling? Thank you for lurking. I was lurking in yours earlier today as well. I think all week, actually. But anyway, okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and it's been like 17 minutes, so it did my little nightbot again. This is upside down, so that's not very helpful. Let's make the camera angry. Let's try turning it this way. That's completely my fault for putting it on backwards without realizing it. I have to be really careful with the placement on my armature because uh, the power button is on the side. I think I don't like this, but that's okay. We're going to live with it being laggy and chit chat, and it'll be fine. I'm just going to doodle some robots. I wonder if there's a way. What's the buffering look like? Nothing I can help. Okay. Well, it is what it is. And at least we're all here, right? Okay, that was me. Theoretically, this is me turning my notebook, my phone around. We'll see. Although I'm not sure that's actually going to work. I wonder if my phone actually automatically rotates the other way. That's going to be hilarious. Anyway, so as I was talking about before I distracted myself with my technical issues, which are never ending, everyone on Mass's Discord is just delightful. Everyone in the chats is delightful. So many amazing, lovely people I've met here. And we were talking a couple of months ago, like a little bit before the holidays. And he's looking at having some shirts done, some merch and stuff for the channel. So I said, well, that's literally what I do for a living. So we've got some cool stuff in the works together, and this is kind of a little baby taste of what might be to come. We'll just have to see, won't we? So you can't see this because of with just straight lines, it doesn't really show perspective very well, but I'm kind of thinking like having some clenched fists here. And I'm trying to go for something that's a little bit less cartoony for this, but still illustrated looking because I don't believe in using AI artwork. But also, I haven't really done much in the way of more serious looking artwork since I've started back to drawing. I give them some big old pecs for a robot. They've usually got like a really cool carapace. I just thought we'd doodle a little bit, get some ideas flowing. If it works, it works. Nope, it just completely resets my camera upside down no matter what. Can I rotate this? Can I rotate the, this bit in Streamlabs? Can I do that? I don't think it will let me do that. That would be very smart of me if I could. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. I can rename it. I can resize it. Rotate 180 degrees. Oh my gosh. It's gonna look really weird, but that's okay. Can I do this? I'm so smart. It only took me 21 minutes and 42 seconds to do something intelligent in my stream and to stop having a complete emotional breakdown over my disability to have a single stream start without a problem. We're doing good. We're doing great. It's fine. So I kind of like this guy. He's got some energy. I do really like this, the angry Fortnite. He's lost the match. He's not very happy. His torso's a little bit long, but sometimes you want that in a robot. And I'm trying to get away from, you see a lot of the cyborgs and things that look like the what is it? Those weird robot dogs or a toy robot. They're always like white with blue eyes and a big giant black face mask across their eyes. Now this one, can I open you in Paint? I hate WebP files. Mass sent me some photos to work from. So I was thinking it would be really cool to use one of these poses that he sent me and do kind of a robot body. This one's got, he's got massive shoulders. I've got to tell you guys, Mass is massive. He's a big guy. So he's got these big shoulders. So maybe on a robot we would have, or a cyborg, whatever you would call it, maybe we would have some like armor pieces on the shoulders that would look more like a normal guy with very large shoulders. And I would say I really like this kind of like more blocky head shape for for a cyborg or a robot. I'm going to say robot just because a lot of cyborgs are more humanoid, and that's not really the vibe I'm feeling for this. And it might be better to do it that way. We'll see. He's got a septum piercing just as I do, doesn't he? Hard to tell. It might just be the shadow in this photo because the photo. I thought after we pick out a design, Mass has loads of tattoos, and I thought it'd be really cool to incorporate some of those tattoos into the robot's design, like maybe do the tattoos as some wires or something, or lights. So this is a huge challenge for me because, as you know, if you've been here, I draw stupid cartoon monsters. I don't draw people. But I think a robot is far enough removed from being a person that we can get away with it, right? And then maybe I'm gonna give him some armor down here that goes all the way. He's got some big old elbows. And we're giving him might be a bit too far apart actually, because I'm looking at the way his actual arms are shaped, and they're so big they actually come really close to his body, a lot closer than you would think. So it's actually much more of a downward angle here. And we need an elbow joint because he's got this thing he's doing with his hands, and very clearly this is a pose to enhance the muscles kind of a thing, which is a bit weird with a robot, but I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. I'm also a little bit worried because I think my phone will not last for this whole stream. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's get a new page. Have I frozen up? No, it says it's still going. Like, I've just got a crappy connection. But we do that. I don't have very good internet in the back of the house. So we've got no, I don't want to open Photoshop. I'm trying to look at this file as a preview. Heckin' dang it. Okay, I rather like this one. Can you please open it in Paint? Okay, I will open with Paint then. That's fine. Can I zoom? Can I zoomy zoom? There we go. All right, that's better. Okay. So how about we compare this little guy, this little guy, okay, these two here, and I think we'll go with, we want a good kind of action thing here. I want some, but we've got to do some foreshortening over here. So let's see what we can do with the shoulders just here, because people have interestingly shaped torsos depending on the angle they're at. So we're going to have an arm over here. And probably got some pecs here. If we had the arm up, then the shoulder will be up. But if we have the arm down a bit, we've got to account for that. And also, perhaps he's coming off to the side a bit. You know what? Let's bring him out a little bit this way so that he's going to be kind of facing you a little bit this way. Mass, at any point you can always tell me I'm just full of it and need to hang everything up and quit what I'm doing. What are you doing, Cat? So we're going to have, I think we're going to do this. You've got really big arms. You have no idea how huge these arms are. It's terrifying. It's a pretty big paws as well, honestly. Which is going to be interesting for a robot. But then we'll also have, perhaps he's kind of facing this way a little bit. He's defiant. Or is he ex-defiant? I haven't played that, so I don't know anything. Welcome back, Sephiroth. Good to see you here. So we'll have a little bit smaller guy here, just to get maybe a different perspective. Because what if we have him with more of a want him to kind of have that superhero, like ridiculously angled body. No, I hate that. I'll never do that. I might imagine that it would look cool, but as soon as I got started with it, it would be like, you know what? No, people don't actually look like that. That's one of those things that truly annoys me about cartoons and comics and all that. You know, we could do. We could shift him just a bit, so he's kind of got that lean into him. He's leaning back a bit. He's got his chest out, shoulders back. Kind of a thing. In which case his spine would be doing that, which is kind of crazy. But it's a bit more of an action line as well, so maybe we could have him like looking out of a portal or something. Or then we've also got, if we had him from like a profile, this one is a photo that Mass actually sent me. So we could, let's see, his face, his nose. So if that's the way his face is turned, and this is his back. So we've got a bit of a chin here, and his neck. He's got a really thick neck, but if I draw a thick neck, it's going to look silly and not at all like a person. So I think maybe And he's got these huge pecs here. And these meaty, beefy arms. And his fist is out. But his arm's down here in the photo, which means either I've drawn something incorrectly or I've just not given myself enough room for it, which is all right. You got elbow out here. I think I just didn't leave myself enough room, honestly. And then he's got shorts or something. So there's a couple things. Oh yeah, it's very, very laggy. And I can't do anything with it because it's land streaming from my phone to the PC, and then that's going through Streamlabs. Which Streamlabs makes it sound like, oh yeah, it works beautifully. There's no lag. And today we are learning that there is in fact lag. So it's a shame, but it will work. Everything's really behind, and that's okay. Because at least it works. It's just really, really slow, and it's going to be very frustrating. So there's some doodles, a bit. Probably have to send some of these to Mass after the fact because I think he's probably about to be starting his own stream soon. Got to say, missing the 1 week that I wasn't able to stream multi-stream has completely killed my reach, apparently. And that is super frustrating. But we're going to get back up there. It'll be fine. So let's see. What else could we do with a robot or a cyborg? Because I know this is painful to watch. It's painful for me to witness, and I'm the one doing it. So what if we have... Can I load this one up? Open with paint. Because it's a stupid WebP file. And they are the worst. Okay, so we've got this guy. Really muscular guys have this kind of trapezoid shape going on. And it's pretty universal no matter what pose they're in. I have a friend who calls it the Dorito shape. And I'm not really seeing much of a Dorito in it, but I understand where she's coming from. Because if you want to have a more robotic form, you need lots of angles. I'm really liking the theme with these giant, like, armored shoulders. And then maybe a really long... My cat will not shut up, and I don't know what's happening. So this guy is going to be really bold also. Maybe his face will have kind of that hard line where you've got the little shine there. This one might be one to watch on like 3x or 5x just to get it to be less laggy. Now we've got this armor bit here. Maybe comes down something like a wing for the chest plate or something. Kind of looks like a vest. Probably won't do that. But it would be really cool to have like, I don't know, wings or something coming off of these. Not like actual wings, but like the kind that you get as a decoration for valor or whatever. Got these big fists all balled up. That's a terrible leg. We're not even going to go there. Because probably this is just going to wind up being something like a thumbnail type of a thing anyway. Hi, Thrift Daddy. How are you, darling? Today is so rough. Um, I've gotten my doodle uh stream to work, but it's coming off my phone, so the lag is insane. Bits! Thrift Daddy, thank you. Those are my first 2 bits ever. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, darling. Really kind of you. We were talking about um Mass and everyone there. Um, my laggy stream. Tonight I'm doing a doodle of Mass as a cyborg, and I thought that my hoodie tonight should be I will soon be replaced by a more functional machine, which has turned out to be a prophecy based on the way my phone is performing as a second camera. So, my apologies for the dreadful, dreadful slowness. But Mass sent me a bunch of photos, like workout photos, and I've been finding reference images for cyborgs for the week in preparation for tonight. You can see I've been, this is especially one that well, you can't see it because it's going to show you in 10 minutes when I'm pointing to it, but I'll just flip back a little bit. We just started out doing some energetic poses, and then I started working a little bit from Mass's photos, and I think I'm also going to go into a little bit of just some kind of like trying to get a feel for what we might want a cyborg Mass to look like. Because I kind of figure, you know, I picture something, he's an ex-cop, but RoboCop is just too cheesy. I don't think Mass would be a RoboCop, you know? He's way too cool for that. And, you know, he's such an energetic and dynamic guy. I wish I had a screenshot. You can't draw at all? Well, let me tell you, Thrift Daddy. I drew all the time up until I was about 13 years old. And my mentor passed away. One summer, I was meant to go stay with her for the whole summer. And we were just going to do art projects all summer. And she passed away like the week before my birthday. So I just completely hung up on drawing anything pretty much since high school. Um, so that's been a long time to not draw. And then just a couple months ago, when did I start? In September? I started back because there were things that I wanted to have exist as drawings and knew that, thank you, Scargonius, love you. I knew that these things would not exist if I did not myself draw them. So, so I picked up a pencil and that's actually the reason I started streaming, because I knew if I didn't have a way to keep myself accountable to actually drawing anything, that I would not stick with it. So I started a channel and I just knew that, no one's ever going to watch this. So I'm really just streaming to make sure that I'm doing it, that I'm continuing to draw. And then, of course, I happened upon Mass's chat, and everyone was so wonderful there. And now I have over 200 followers, and it is crazy. I've got people subscribing, and I know most people watch me for my gameplay, which is infinitely more entertaining and far less frustrating than this laggy mess that we've got here. I think if I get a proper USB webcam, then this won't be a problem. But we work with what we have, and I am a broke ass, as the kids say. Do they still say that? If they don't, then they should. Thrift Daddy Bit, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's very exciting. I was not expecting ever to get to anything like this. Your daughter wants to be an art teacher when she's older. Do you mind me asking how old your daughter is? I have two children, and they both pretty much know what they want to do, but we're a ways off from it, so we'll find out. I can't really think of an interesting robot pose, so maybe I'll just do some more silly. Let's see. Oh, you know what we need? We need a gamer robot, obviously. So we need one holding a controller. Because that's very important. I know Mass doesn't use a controller. I think he uses mouse and keyboard because of. I don't know. He plays Fortnite. Does he play with her? She's 7. That's marvelous. My youngest is 9 and is destined to be an engineer, which is very exciting. Hey, my Nightbot made my thing happen. That's very cool. I ought to do, since I'm kind of running out of steam on poses that I've already worked on, then we could play around. What you need? Are you good? Okay. You know I'm back here. You know I'm streaming. My silly family. Wow, I have people watching. Hello, lovelies. I'm so sorry for my laggy stream. So, I should ask. I should ask the man himself. Well, Thrift Daddy, thank you so much. If I'm not, then it was lovely to have you. Thank you again for the bits and the support. That's so marvelous. I cannot possibly thank you enough. And if you come back before we're done, marvelous. And if not, I'll see you in Masses chat. And of course, as ever, we are looker friendly, as Scargonius well knows. I think what we'll do next is zoom in a little bit on these potato photos and see if we can't come up with some really cool, like, turning these tattoos into like wires or something. Instagram is the worst for sharing photos because they do not want you to save their photos. So he's got this really cool chest piece that would just look awesome as a bunch of wires. So if I can get some higher res photos of that, I can really do something with it. It's the middle of winter and I've washed my hair in the last 2 days. So naturally my hair is really dry and irritated. Well, Nightbot seems to not be working, so that's okay. Either that or it's just my own stream that's broken, which is also not surprising. 5 viewers! Hello, my lovelies. It's wonderful to have you here. This is so far behind. I'm looking at my screen and it's from like 8 minutes ago. But we were going to look at these cool tattoos. So we've got this like row of wires here that appear to be in different colors. And then this thing that looks kind of a bit like anime clouds almost, but I don't think that's what it is. But it's just sort of potato photo, so it's hard to say. And it looks like we've got a bird on the other side. Maybe a swallow. Oh, good. I've just drawn on my wall. Very nice. I have no room. My elbow's actually banging up against the wall next to my desk. So you've got this bird thing going on. But what if we simplified it? So it's not so much of a bird, but just some really cool, like, wires going off into nothing. Or it's just really stylized bird sort of a thing, maybe. And if we scroll down a bit, he's got this really cool kind of looks like a Japanese demon face a bit. And I think that could be converted really nicely into a stylized. Actually, I think what I would do with this is turn it into the robot face, the cyborg face. Because he's got these like kind of scary eyebrows going on in the demon face. And I mean, we've all seen Mass flexing and that, so we all know what some of these tattoos look like anyway. So maybe it would make him very recognizable as a character. He's got this very sharp nose, but it's broader than what you might see in Greco-Roman art, which is similar with the long, slender noses. This is much broader than that. And the cool thing about this is that with the nose, it almost looks. Okay, what if we bring this into like where these are like red eyes in a dark background? It looks kind of cartoonish here, but if we did it with lighting and all that, I think it's the eyebrows that make it look less imposing. Kind of looks a little bit silly. So maybe if we bring some of these lines up like wires, that might be cool. And of course we will have the mouth, which should be, it's demonic and full of teeth. It's frightening. It's a very frightening mouth. He's got these, not exactly vampire teeth, but they are quite long and sharp. And he's kind of got this flat thing going on down here. Obviously, this is all just theoretical. Can't see the teeth in this one. So what does it look like if we move to a different picture? Perhaps there's one that shows better. Oh yeah, this one should be good. Can we view that in Paint? Can I zoom in, please? That would be marvelous. No? Can't zoom in? Okay, yeah, here we go. The mouth has got these like crazy fangs at the bottom, which are quite scary. I've gotten distracted. What if we did something like that with the robot instead? Not having the curved lines of the face, but more angular ones. It might work. I can't believe my phone has lasted this long, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I think that this is a pretty good amount to be getting on with. So we are gonna switch this out just a bit. And turn this off, because how's it going, Todd, on Facebook? Wow, I can't believe that this actually worked. Okay. Do, 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 do. All right. Go away, everyone. Not you. Everyone on my phone notifications, because what I need to do now is take some pictures of these sketches that we've just done so we can bring them into Photoshop now that I've had some pencil time. And of course the pencil time didn't work as nicely as I was hoping. But we did get some really good stuff to start with, at least. There's a drawing my kid made. Okay, so now I need to move all this stuff and bring my digital tablet over here. Get this bloody armature out of my face. It's a wonder I haven't run into it this whole time. Up there I went. I literally just did. Good job, me. And now plug that in. I can scooch forward just a little bit, not too much. And open up Photoshop, which I accidentally opened earlier, and start sketching some of these in while the photos upload to my computer. I feel bad for everyone who tried to watch while I was sketching. I wonder if I have an old webcam from like 2004 or something. I bet I do. I'm trying to send these to myself. And naturally, my connection is not great on my phone back here, but that's okay. Oh, I did have a very exciting thing happen. I entered a competition on coffee a couple at the end of the year, and I won. I won the month of March, I think. They were doing an annual recap sort of thing, uh, like promote your creativity on our platform, and I did that, and I was one of several hundred people selected, which was honestly really exciting for me. I'm kind of taking that as a sign that things are going to be coming up Millhouse for me this year. Okay, those photos should have arrived in my inbox by now. Let's have a look. I am hearing all sorts of lovely noises. Okay, that's just my automatic stuff. Oh, that's convenient. I was talking about my coffee now. Because I won, and that was really exciting. Okay, email. Did you send me my pictures, please? No, I don't need a verification code for it. You are still sending. I wonder if it would have saved it in the sent folder, even though it's supposedly gone through. It is syncing the mail. Doop doop. I need to update my shop. I keep getting notifications from my whatever the server is where you upload your website to. I mean, I just have a domain purchased through one of those domain brokers, and I keep getting things like that. Notifications from that. And it's like, wouldn't you just love to buy some more services from us? No, thanks. I just wanted the domain, and I will continue to use it. I keep refreshing my Gmail. Please send me my files. Please drop my phone in the floor whilst it does not have a cover on. Because you can't use it with a cover on this armature device. So let's put it back in the case right now, shall we? Seems like a good idea. Okay, well, we're just waiting on files to email me, and I will start a new thing here and go back into here and stream. Are you not going to show me Photoshop? There we are. Yay, transition. Hi, No Evil Scene. Welcome, welcome. Always wonderful to have lurkers. Very much appreciate you being here. Okay, So we were going to open up one of these pictures of mass. We'll just zap him in here. Did you see what I mean about the terrible quality of Instagram pictures? It's pretty cool, isn't it, Seth? I like it. So, matter of fact, is it gonna let me? Well, I don't know why Nightbot is not doing my mass army thing, but that's okay. It'll be all right. I wonder if I do it manually if it works. Maybe it doesn't do shortcuts of shortcuts. Maybe I have to do it this way. Or maybe I didn't set it up right. Nope, that definitely worked. So Nightbot doesn't do basically nested shortcuts. And this is the one where we can see more of that tattoo. If I can zoom in on it. There we go. We can see the mouth and the eyes on that demon face, which is very scary. Hurry up, Gmail. It's only 4 images. I wonder if there's somewhere else I can upload it to, since clearly Gmail is broken. I have Bluetooth. I wonder if I could just link it to myself directly from the phone. Oh, I know what I can do. I've got a charging cable right here, and it should have data transfer on it as well. And as soon as I get it done this way, it'll show up in my email box. Because such is the way of things. Yes, I have new choices for this device. Just let me look in my photos. Show me the last 4 photos, please. From today. Sort by most recent. That would be ascending. Nope, that would be descending. Back here. There they are. Yay! Now I can open them. That's nice. Throw these in this folder here. And off we go. Let's rotate them before we bring them in. I think rotate them left. What? Yeah. Okay. So, no. Cancel. Bring them all in, please. There we go. New stuff. All right. Yay, I fixed it. After breaking it a million times. And now I have to unplug the charging cable so I can plug my art tablet back in, and that's fine. So we've got these guys, and then I really liked this one. We could probably take him and do something robotic with him. And I like the face of this one. I think that's really cool. And then there's that kind of demon face. Could probably do something with that. And then like turning these, yes, pointing with my pen will show you these guys right here. I think those would be really cool to do something with. We'll see. We shall see. So I do really like this upset one though. He makes me laugh. I think this one is the most like mass. It's a pretty good representation. and it would make a cool thumbnail. So we're going to start with that one. And then maybe do some doodles elsewhere. Hide that for now. And we want to make this big enough that if it's going to go in any kind of merchandising, that it will have a good high quality print. So, new layer. So, black ink. So I think what we want to do first is just kind of get the vague idea of it in here. And then we can go over it again with some other shapes on another layer and make it a little bit more detailed and such. Hi, and Jose. Hello, darling. Welcome, welcome. Mass Army represent. Love to see that so much. It's going much better than it was before. That doodling nonsense was just the worst. So right now we're just going to do a very loose representation of what we want. Just to kind of get it in here. And then later on, we'll clean it up more. Just painting a buck on stream. Oh, really? Thank you very much for the bits, darling. That's so kind of you. 10. Wow. This has been a very exciting night. I was doing pencil sketches, but using my phone as a separate webcam, and that was not working very well at all, actually. So he's got that barrel chest, but the rest of him is really slim. So we're going to leave that there. It'll obviously cover up the arm a bit. And I think I really want that defiant chin. So we're going to leave that. And of course, really keep it a blocky sort of head. I really like the kind of retro cyborg faces that they used to do, where it's all very square and interesting. But I don't think it's going to translate very well for this. So let's just undo everything that I just said. It's fine. That's what we're here for. And naturally, my overlay is still not working. So I think I'm going to reinstall Streamlabs later. Doing a custom painting giveaway once you get to 100 followers. That's exciting. Like whoever wins gets to pick what you're going to paint, or it'll just be like a one of a kind thing. How are you thinking of doing that? Thank you, Scargonius. I like your little sayings that you change. Yeah, winner chooses what they want. That's really cool. Well, I wish you all the best. in getting your following up. I can tell you personally that being a member of the of Masses group uh, got me to my numbers much faster than I ever could have imagined, and I'm not even that big, so you'll get there in no time, honestly. As long as you're active in the community and really put yourself out there, everyone will support you. I show up in people's streams pretty much every day because I work alone. So I have loads of time to just skip around in chats. I'll put someone on lurk for an hour or so and then come back to my phone and lurk somewhere else, you know. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is ink one. Yes, ink one. So yes, I do in fact really like this blockiness for the face, but this is all much too soft for a cyborg. So we're gonna do some other thoughts for that. Let's give you an overlay, just a light blue, and we can give it a lighter opacity. All right, let's see what we can do with this. You know, I think I need, where's one of my other guys that I liked the shape of his face? Mainly that one. I did like where this one was going though. So let's bring that over here just to look at. So if we want that, then let's say he's going to need something like that. It's kind of giving a little bit of Gort vibes. Klaatu Barada Nikto, which I like. So it was a good classic film too. Okay, you get up there. You get down there. Cat, I swear. So maybe we're going to bring some. Honestly, what I ought to do is bring this into Illustrator so it's all sharp lines. But I'm really trying to practice with Photoshop because it's what I use more frequently. Hey, all those pictures I needed just showed up in my email. Great. Very helpful. Thank you. So I think first of all, we'll start with this shoulder because I really did like the idea of having these massive kind of angular shoulders. And actually, I am going to wind up taking this into not Instagram, Illustrator at some point, and really clean up the edges because okay, we're not doing a perfect hexagon, but I can't do very straight lines. That's not even it's an octagon, but it's not going to be a perfect octagon. Eight is too many. I don't want eight. Don't want eight. I want 5 or 6. 5 or 6 lines for this at most. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's have this be the point. Now let's give him a pentagon shaped. We could flatten it up out a bit at the top. And it could be more like that. That's more interesting to look at. I wish I could draw straight lines. But also, I kind of want it to have like a comic book vibe. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay if they're not perfectly straight lines. Oh, I know, because this is actually on my PC and not just a sketch on another device entirely. I'm very glad that that it's working better, but it's just really annoying because I did a test run this afternoon with the phone as a spare camera, and it worked beautifully uh, as a device, and so naturally, when it actually got into time to stream, it said no. So it is what it is. It was never going to be perfect because so far I am 1 for 18, 20, somewhere in there, for having a stream that goes off without a hitch. So that's not big enough. That's a crazy big elbow. I don't think he doesn't have the people's elbow like The Rock, so we're not going to do that. And that's too small. I was trying to think of how to do this without making him look like he's just got shrimpy arms as a robot. I'm not really sure. I don't know. My cat is going to drive me mad. Even Gendy Tartakovsky has not perfectly straight lines. He's got curves as well, even when he's doing these really bold and crazy moves. So I think it's all right. But we can give the carapace more of a blocky look, I think. Right, yeah. Let's give this a little bit a line to work toward. There we go. Maybe, maybe I like that. Or maybe we do it this way. Let's see, where's his pecs going to come in at? If it's actually on him. Because he's got really big pecs. Mass is huge. His pecs are going to be like down there. So, more like that, I think. I would bring that down here. And then, here is where we're going to take and have like corded cables and such. Because you kind of expect to see something like that with a cyborg. We don't want him to look like Spider-Man though. So what if we do those more around, more like that? And maybe have a couple of them coming down this way. That's not quite right. We need one more line to go that way. Perhaps. Well, that one's just me. Which is fine. Let's see. Zoom in, please. And then let's see. More like that. My perspective's not super great there, but it's okay. He's kind of giving Transformers vibes, and I'm okay with that. Now the only thing is that this face is not particularly giving Oni mask. So we may need to mess with that a bit. Well, it's interesting if nothing else. I don't know how I like it, but it's interesting at least. Let's do something with that fist. Why is this 60? No wonder these lines are ridiculous. 25 is not going to be big enough now. Bring it down to 40. I think I'm actually going to have to go over all this again. But really, that's okay because I'm not mad about it. Also, I messed up there, so. But because this is so big, it's not really going to work for what we want. So let's find that Oni mask picture. And see if maybe we can isolate it a little bit. Wow, that no wonder it's potato. That's so terrible. I hate Instagram. It looks like some guy from Doom. That's pretty funny. Let's move you a bit. Get out the way. Okay. So what if we took this concept, let's turn that off for a moment, give ourselves something new to work with, and see what we can do with the face. Yes, let's use my trackpad. That's exactly what I need for there. Okay. So the first thing to notice is the nose, which is it's long and pointed. So that works well for here. And then we've got this huge mouth to be getting on with. And then the line's going to meet just about here. So we want that to be more like that. No. give it this angle because it's more like it's painted on than as if it were really a mouth. He's not going to have 80/70. I think 4 is about as many as it was in the photo. It's very hard to tell. So we'll just make that's better. And then the other teeth are more like they're shorter in the front and more centered. You know what? Let's do these at 20. And then these teeth are longer and closer to the center. Kind of like vampire teeth, but not really. Just a little bit, sort of. Well, that's scary already. I kind of like it, actually. So now, with the brow line, what we could do is bring this down a bit. Let's bring this back up to 30 since it's outside lines. And what if we took the brow line all the way up? Let's see if that's where the eyes are. Then what we need is going to be something more along the lines of this. Let's have something like that, perhaps. There'll be an angle there. And then we're going to have I don't need Xbox points. I don't have an Xbox. Well, I can tell every time I've done anything for 17 minutes. Which is a bit silly. So then we're going to have this. Just there. So what if we did this? too much there. Yeah, let's not draw those in. Let's take this a bit away. I can tell that I'm getting too hyper focused because I'm forgetting to say anything, which is not great for entertaining others. But it's great when I'm thinking about what I'm trying to do. Let's see. I think I actually want to bring this out just a little bit so it doesn't look quite so much like a bag over his head. Perhaps. We'll see. It may not work at all. You, as someone who loves the N64, yeah, I think it is giving some really older game vibes, which does not particularly fit Mass's gaming style, but I think it's cool. And if he hates it, that's okay. I'm just doing this for fun and practice. So uh, you know, the worst thing that will happen is he'll look at it and go, "Wow, that's a bit crap in it." And I'll say, "Yeah, I know, but also it's free. So what do you want?" I'm just doing it for fun and practice. So take it or leave it, mate. I think he'll like it. It's definitely not going to be whatever idea he has in his head because I didn't even know what I had in my head when I thought of this. I just wanted to step out of my comfort zone a little bit because I've only been doing silly, animal type creatures for several weeks now, several months now, actually. And I thought, well, it's time to do something different, at least for a week. Okay. Okay. Those lines are nice where they're going. So let's see if we can recreate it without a bunch of doodle sketches surrounding everything. That's pretty good. And then we'll have, and honestly, it's given a little bit of Cybertruck, but I'm not mad about it too much, really. It's just a bit silly. Okay, so what I wanted to do with this was give it some red eyes just to see what it looks like and if I hate it or not. because it's a demon. But also, if it's a cyborg, it should have light in its eyes. And everyone knows that an evil cyborg has red eyes. Not that Mask is evil, of course, but the Oni Mask could be perceived as a negative entity because it's a demon. But not all demons in Japanese culture are considered evil, but they are frequently depicted in white, black, and red. So I think it may just be the difference of a color used differently in this, but they do over there. So I'm so happy to hang out with you, Scargonius. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's very polygonal, which is fine. That's kind of what we're going for. Let's give him, I think, a deep red. Not too deep, but what if we did... What am I looking for? There we go. Let's do something like 100 here, because I have an idea. And then in the very center, try 80. So then now, take that. No! Inverse. This is cheesy as hell, and I hate it. I hate everything I'm looking at now. I've been doing it for too long tonight, and now I think it looks stupid. Ah, I hate everything about what I'm doing. Also, I see what I've done here that is annoying me. So let's fix that. Because I've gotten off on my perspective here. That's better. Nope. That is not this. Thank you. No, 20, not 50. Not quite. Not quite. And then we can take this bit. Let's try moving it this way. Will that work where we want it? Yeah, actually, I'll be much closer. We need to move it down a little bit. Okay. Like that. also like that. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's an interesting start. I don't love it. We're going to get there, but I think it's going to take more than tonight because I can't figure out really what to do with this. I think I'm going to need to take it into uh, Illustrator and really clean it up because I don't love it. I know how I can picture it in my head, and it's nothing like that. And that's why I'm practicing drawing, obviously, because it's never going to look exactly the way I think it should in my head. At least not until I get better at literally anything. Well, I think it's an interesting start, and it'll certainly give him something to look at and go, wow, I hate that. Don't ever talk to me again. Right, right. I don't know. I think we're going to save it here and carry on. Cyborg Studies. Yeah. I think that's as good of a name as any. I think we did pretty well tonight, considering half of it was virtually unwatchable. And I think perhaps we'll come back to it in a few days and see what we come up with. What do you think? And of course, the other thing is definitely to reinstall Streamlabs and set everything back up again, which is, I'm not excited about that. But since all my overlays are broken, and since my chat is broken, and since my follower and subscriber stuff is broken, I've got to do something. At least live chat is showing up on the stream itself. It's just not working in the back rooms where I need it to. But it's okay. We're having a good time. It was a good art stream. I think we learned a lot. I think we made some mistakes, and I think I definitely need to get a separate webcam if I'm ever going to do sketching live on stream again because that was a disaster. But it'll be all right. Anyway, I think we will end it here, and I will see everyone again on Sunday for possibly more Supermarket Simulator. I might wind up playing something else. I'm not burned out on it. I've been tweaking the story that I've been writing a bit, and I have some new directions I want to go with it. Um, but I think I'm going to have to do a little bit in the background, like playing off stream to catch the shop up to where I need it to be for the next story arc because it's really long. It's a long story, and I need to tweak it and tighten it up a bit because I think I'm going to start losing people otherwise. But Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. We are going to do our lovely outro music. And as always, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, you can do as our dear friends did tonight and shared some bits, which was amazing. Big first time for me there. And also, I have all my designs uploaded to my store, differentlynormal.shop. And you can always join me on Blue Sky. I share memes, I share my streaming schedule there, the One True Mobs at Blue Sky. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'll see you soon. Bye.